あ、OK。やっていきましょう。なんか週1みたいになってますけど。ゲームやってないわけじゃないんですけどね。どんどん続き進めていきます。えーっと。何やったっけ。なんか取ってこいみたいな。
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
まあ、この2人でいいか。このクエストが何のクエストやったか全然覚えてない。リリア・ハーゲンは見捨てられたスペースステーションという貴重なサルベージに関する別の手がかりを持っている。HRS-1084 をサブライトサルベージの所有物として主張できるオーバーライド。これを自分のもんにするってことか。
Nothing but the void here, Captain. I just assume leave it cold, dark, and derelict.
いたー。耳聞こえへん。発電機。
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage.
どうした？
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
人違いで
I
す。
think not. The refueling system at Cascadia's landing pad logged your ship ID. You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of forest. But I'm in a sporting mood.
自爆していいんか？
How did you gain access to that system? Stop it at once.
まあいいや。
Did you hit it yet? What's happening in there? I don't know who you are, but I have nothing to gain by risking my hide against a lunatic. Commander out.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into
あ、逃げた。
space.
よかった。
Damn. I ought to try talking more and fighting less. Seems like it saves on ammunition. Nah, thanks.
わけへん。ロボット控えて戻んねんけど。どっかに ID があるはず。変身できるような。じゃないとおかしい。あった。OK。これで変装しながら入っていけるってことやろ。
Keep an eye on the floor.
もう変装できてないんやな、これ。全然喧嘩は全然いいねんけど。誰が地雷を仕掛けたのこれマジで。やばい、混乱した。脳震盪が起きた。なんで？待って。今のおかしくね？
Watch your step.
このままほっとったらあいつら入ってきとったんかな。なんもないんか。何これ。精神特性が1下がるけど、どうやろ、微妙かな。精神特性って何やったっけ。精神特性を見せてほしい。精神特性って何やったっけ。拒否っとこう。精神って何。あ、ここか。別にいらんかったかな。まあ、しゃあねえな。拒否ってもだし。この音までボワーンってなる無駄リアルいらんねんけど。
Subjects. They're still alive.
OK?
It's done. Now let's go get our money before Sublight sees what a creepy dump this place is. Wait, Chartrand? We've seen that name before. back in Cascadia.
あ、やば、バレる。端末使ってさ、これなんなんやろ。開けれんの？あ、これか。あれ？
Post sublight will thank us for this.
ちょっと待って。俺ハッキングあげんかったっけ？あ、5あげたい。5。これや。
I hope that thanks comes in the form of cash.
オッケー。は？しょぼすぎん？しょぼすぎん？まあいいや。
Okay.
OK。
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
あれ書いたんじゃな
Welcome
かっ
back, Captain. How can I be?
た？あ、なんもないです。よし。いい仕事した。
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. このイケメンも仲間にしてやろうか。
Windows knock you out hard.
お仕事完了。
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain. I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
ガンチップ来たで。
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already. You have an eye for patterns. Good. We need more contractors like you. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know. Maybe the worst. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters. No, they were hiding something the colony isn't ready to know. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain? You call that an open mind? All right. Here goes. Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
Right. I'm done. I'm officially tuning you out until such time as I hear the words payment and/or shooting.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions? If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for... Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very selves. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch. No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my date. Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull. She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her finger... It's cute that you'd think that about... I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions out... Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because, remember, the tanks were just... This key card will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything, Chartrand.
Oh. 何のマークぽいって何せやあいつ殺しに行きたいなキャプテン海賊 キメラ専門家最後の事件。カスガディアと HRS1084 で見つけた証拠により、リリア・ハーゲンはドクター・エヴァ・チャートランドが異星人の陰謀の中心人物であることを確信した。彼女は人類のためにチャートランドを殺したいと考えている。チャートランドは評議会がスポンサーにつくキメラ研究家で、地球の植物と生物のヌクレインを開閉し、コロニーの世界で生きれるようにしている科学者だった。とりあえずピザンチーム行かなあかんのか。
You know, I'd been assuming. That said, so how's about?
キャプテンはこれが私はキャプテンの指示ができる。いいな。
Outstanding.
Something on your.
いいよ。これ何？
This is Halcyon News.
Routing through the backup. Speak your mind.
なんもない。
How do you do?
これ科学者のやつ撃ったらどうなんねやろな。ちょっと知りたい気持ちもある。
Good to see you again.
アサルトライフルウルトラ。あ、バーミン2や。たっこ。まあいいや。よし、行くか、ビザンチウム。
Hey, you're back.
Had
an inkling you'd be back. Thanks, boss. I'll just gather my
You seem eager enough.
Eh, これサブクエもないもんな。こいつはどういう格闘家？ダメージが受けると防御力が獲得。仲間が倒れるとプレイヤーに対して不評を示すものに高評価を示すものに対する。ああ、なるほどね。微妙やろ。あともう わからん。なんでもいいや。間違った。これサブ、ダウンロードコンテンツで、これもまあ、ビザンチウムやから、ビザンチウムいくか。
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
いいか。
Can we talk?
おう、いいよ。
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
おう。
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
何かできることがあっ
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything.
た。え、
I'm just suggesting we stop by. When we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
とこの生まれなんや。
Yeah, exactly. Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was...
会ってほしい？
Because it would be fun?
わかった、行こう。
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
Huh?
Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put... That's the idea. Anything... It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Even the... Don't trust anyone. Don't touch anything. What, like... People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. Interesting like a colonoscopy.
被害として訓練を受けた私の無知を人々の考えだけど、足にできる。お前を振り回す人をそうするの大変なのは。
Yeah, well, I finally got tired of spending my hard-won skills straightening. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having... That's what happened.
よし、行くか。
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're out.
好きにせえ。まあ、とりあえずエリートに岡でいっか。潜入せなあかんって言うとったっけ？おしゃれ。
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you? Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller. Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Afraid not.
He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. Ha ha. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
House of Inebriation? Count me the hell in.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, so... Whatever. I'm better. I've always been fascinated by birds.
All of them try.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environment. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Helsinki. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of...
But most people don't. Doesn't that seem... And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion. Sure, that part is. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it was... At first, management put up an out-of-order sign. But that just seemed... They eventually took the whole suggestion. But they never fixed it. Never replaced it. I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't.
If things are broken here, of all places, then...
Things have kept on running this long, right? The whole episode made me wonder. If they can't fix something as simple... After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and...
もうええわ。銃持って歩いても何も言われへんのすごいよな。まあいいか。ストリートアクセス。めっちゃ上がる。おお、すごい。
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
すごっ。全然違う街が。
Hey.
大臣の警備員と外す。大臣と話す。
You. Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid, you got presents. There's those street smarts. Just the right... Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippist... Listen, you got
a...
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I... Listen, you got a real special quality. Raw energy. I'm making a feature. Space Pirates of Mor...
Hey, if you want an action story, you ought to haul a couple of cameras to Monarch sometime. We'll give you some...
Unscripted chaos. Come on, who'll pay to see that? So what do you say? Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio.
Anti-Creole's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe, none of the messy cleanup.
So much wasted money here. Decadence ain't gonna save you when the beasts get through the walls.
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
厳しいねんな、言い方が。すげえ、裕福な市民ってなっと、名前が。
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it.
フォレスティ。
And then the chairman shot him. Made him settle down.
おお、すげえ。中屋さん。
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Why? To defend...
50-bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon... Marauders, dissidents, especially large...
Oh, please. From what I've seen of this city, a rust...
The point is to be adequately prepared. One can never be too well armed.
タクティカルショットガンか。あんまり、なんかある。ピンクのエクスターミネーター。何が違うんやろ。ノックバックがエグいんかな。ノックアウト。ノックアウトとノックバックだと何が違うんやろ。倒れんとひるむんかな。5500たっけ。
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly
Sandy Borthworth. It's not the worst.
とりあえずバー警備員に会うてみるか。エリーの方も行かなあかんしな。メーテーハウス。
Have you tried our new cocktail? Maverick Johnston's about to release it. I don't believe. By Auto Mechanicals, of course. We all have our roles and systems.
Hey. すげえ人だな。
You're looking at the minister's newest personal guard. The others took me out to sell.
そんなにすごいのか?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard. That means I got a key to the minister's estate. Yeah, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just too... Oh, everyone tells me... It's a great idea! I'll have a spectrum. Oh, Oh, you...
Spectrum Walker.
What can I do? Then you'll want to speak with our... Quite so.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience.
Others. Spectral Walker. どっちがいいんやろ。高い方にしたろ。はい。
Hey, you look familiar.
あれ
Please allow.
Hey, you look...
Hola.
Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends.
Tomodachi.
Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding?
待て待てよ。こてったるこてったる。
Please allow me.
おかわりおかわり。
It's not every day you get your dream job, right?
せやな。
Wow, you got like this. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop.
Only two? You got a ways to go.
煽る。
Have you always?
まだあるぞ。
I really shouldn't.
Nonsense. You've got enough.
Yes, I can. Yeah. Was that one supposed to? I don't.
どうした？
I just need to sit down.
大丈夫か？ いい仕事。で家入れるようになったんか。
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that
I don't see how.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a... Don't speak. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged... Your walk. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur. I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock the... When I look at you, making an outfit worth... Marvelous! You and I... What I need is a survey of the outside world. Also... Oh, you cad. You'll be the... I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice. You have the bearing and demeanor. I expect... I've heard... You'll have... If I were an enterprising... Fabulous!
ああ、なんかもう服持ってこなあかんのか。強っ。眠たなっていった。さあ、部員がどんどん増える。
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art?
Hortense yells at me about vagrants one more time.
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history.
豪邸エリア。
Sure, they look fancy, but inside they're just marble and existential emptiness.
あ、そうなの？とりあえずエリーのお母さん会いに、両親に会いに行くか。
Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Never thought I'd say this, but somehow I prefer my sulfur.
すごっ。めっちゃいいや。
Marilyn, is that you?
マリリンって言うの？
We certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
最悪にしたのか？おら。
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten, right?
言った通りだ。
Come on, try to get into it a little more.
え？
Marilyn,
You tell him. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it... He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
that's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid that...
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to.
おお、なかなかやばいな。
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your
We couldn't very well tell people you'd... The neighbors would...
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl.
One of a kind.
That led to your tragic death.
It was quite the story.
Not until I get... Couldn't you have at least made up... And what are you gonna do?
Yes,
Quiet.
Well, we're trying to avoid...
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
Oh.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
ええの
Let's talk outside.
うん。別にいいけどさ。なんもねここ。やばいな。行方不明やから死んだっつって保険金もらったって。シンプル詐欺やん。
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching. Mother would drop her mock apple cider and the glass would shatter. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either... Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back. Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried." I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up. I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base. Or traps you in an airlock with an... Uh-oh, and look... Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink, so... Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience. Wait a second. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. Captain, I don't like to... My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your... If that doesn't work, I'm... Something on your mind?
まあいいや。どこや保険会社。遠くね。
You grew up in Byzantium, right?
Don't rub it in.
Oh, don't get all prickly. I just haven't met someone who left the high life on purpose.
I'm from there, but I'm not really from there, if you follow.
Access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse...
どうした？話聞く
How
で。
splendid. Another... Why, just this morning I thought to myself, and here you are. Admittedly. Honestly, what is the board thinking, letting so... I earned my place here, just like everyone else. I just told you, my grandfather made Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of... If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have... You're welcome. Now, do we... What's wrong? This city is meant for us, but now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early... Yes, thank you. Goodness, what... By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium. Tell me. Oh, by the... It's not right. You know...
Beat standing around and...
Yes. What is that person's job exactly? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you... Fantastic. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care. The same way any bits might earn you a place in Byzantium. For favors like that.
This ultimatum brought to you by Universal. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark surprised.
なるほど。宅配もあると。 ちは。保健事務所。
Your best find this week.
I only.
モナークのホールブロッククルーザー車。ホールブロック、ホールブロックか。ああ、戻るとこか。はいはいはい。なるほどね。魂82エグいな。ハンドガンとりあえずこうあげようか。ヘッドショットで敵を倒すと周囲に敵ダメージを与える。吸入器を使用すると倒れた仲間が生き返る。すべての運搬量。防御率上げようか。
Anti-Creo's energizing ointment. Enjoy.
エリーのため、ホールブルックにあるグレーターハルシオン保険グループを訪れて受け取りに。ホールブルックか。ホールブルック行くか。
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
確かここにあったな。保健事務所。何のためにあるんやろうと思ったけど。この時のためやってんな。
Said you got 3 days ago? It's kind of crazy when I think back on it. So, was Fallbrook...
This looks like a place.
はい、こんにちは。
Well, well, aren't you the very... However, please note that to make a claim under this policy, you must describe... And also note that doing... I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck.
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bit...
That claim was airtight. Our best investigator.
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively.
Hey,
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's because... You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her... If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the... Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd act... And you'd theoretically... But you wouldn't actually do that. Please. My policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well. I'll do it. but then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premium. I'll need the name.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
ありがと
You really did it. I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Yeah. The funny thing about getting what you want is then you gotta figure out what to do with it. I've never been much of a planner. Makes my eyeballs itch. If only you could have been my chief search. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then.
友達やから
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting.
友情は大事だ。大事を思う人のため以外に何のためだろう。チームを組めばよりうまくやっていけるんだ。一人でできることに限りは分からん。それ以上言わないでおこう。
Yeah, I'm not sure. Still, maybe you've got a point. So, you... It's nothing personal. It's just... Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh? Something...
墓の向こう。賄賂の費用が減少する。いらねえ。あとよそにするああ、これか。略奪者。偶像破壊主義者は偶像破壊主義者。ここ店なかったっけ？あれ、ここって店なかったっけ？俺の家。どうや？偶像破壊主義者と
Judging from
あ、武器やったな。あ、ここや。
I just no.
これ何なんやろ？略奪者なんかな？縫製のこれじゃないよな。コーポレーターかな。
Hey.
Are? ここじゃない。え？
What was it like being one of them top rungers?
Hey, my parents and their gold-shitting friends are top rungers, not me.
It wouldn't shock me if those fluffed up hull heads actually did pass gold.
They've got...
I'm drinking. Nothing. I won't. So, you know. Goes all the way. No. Nobody. On a. It ain't so. I figured it must have been some standing out while I'm standing. What kind of gobbledygook you about then? The tide. That's it gets up to the weirdest thing. Sure as the moral is, I told you before about the hot pole. The cold pole, so you... I'm telling you where the hot air, a wall of ice... You don't think the giant fungus outside is creepy? The bugs that lay eggs? I was a stubborn cuss. I trudged through. It was night when I made it through. It was. It was cold enough that CO2 froze, so I was standing there. Yeah, unconscious. People can live all sorts of places. Nah.
あれねえな、偶像破壊主義者のやつ。ここで買えへんかったらどうすんの？ほんじゃどうしよっかな。服集めるんもせなあかんねんけどな。略奪者。偶像破壊主義者。撃とうと思ったら撃ってなかったらびっくりしてんけど、どうすんのやろこれ。
I ever tell you about this one patient? One had her eyebrows moved up and the tip of her nose raised.
What? Why? Was she trying to disguise herself? She on the run or something?
So she'd always be looking down on everyone.
You are making that up.
ここで撃ってないとな。空想破壊主義者のなんとかみたいなさ。ないね。 やべ、眠て。今日はもうやべ。どれぐらいやった ?1 時間ぐらいやったのか。今日はやめようかな。でももう服売ってないよな、ここ以外。
Byzantine life seems awful cushy. Could get myself used to kicking back for it.
You look like a... I must have hunted it.
Man of Pillars Inc.
At least I'm... You're in good hands.
I must thank... Anyway. Quiet? You should... And since we're back in the board's good grip, what can I do for you? Quite well.
A little early. What can I get you? All sale.
ないや。空想破壊水車のやつないね。あ、やべ、眠てえわ。今日はちょっともう早いけどやめよう。アンリアイ行って、ビザンチューに行って、
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
よし、また続きやります。見てください。お疲れ様でした。